So today we are talking about one of my favorite things to talk about, and that is how to manifest anything you want in your life. I'm going to give you 3 easy steps that have worked for me, and before we get into it, I want to list all the things that I feel like I've manifested in my life, and maybe it'll help you believe that this can really work for you too. So the first time I realized that manifesting could work for me was when I was applying for colleges, which was a ton of years ago at this point. But I really wanted to go out of state for school. And my parents said I could go to an Ivy League or I could stay in state. So it became my goal to get into an Ivy League school. And I visualized getting into Dartmouth. And I would visualize how me being there, being on the green, making friends. I would have dreams about it. And then lo and behold, I got in. And that to me was the first time I realized the power that can happen with manifestation. And over the years, I feel like I've got better and better at it. I have a list here of some of the things I've done just to remind myself. So a lot of these are gonna make me seem like a complete nerd, but I'm chill with that. On the day that Justin Bieber released his Believe album, such a great album, I was in the studios, MTV studios, with my best friend. We got picked to sit front row. It was only 100 people. At the end of it, he came and took a picture and sat on our laps. Do you know when you have to give icebreakers? That's always the icebreaker I give. Like, Justin Bieber sat on my lap once. So after that, I also got to go to the VMAs twice. It's a lottery system to get chosen, and I got picked twice. I got to go to multiple One Direction tapings, miss those boys together. I went to Ellen, I went to one in Orlando at Universal Studios. I won a contest to photograph the 1975, and it meant that I got to be front, like in the pit where the legit photogs were with their big cameras. I was on my little like T3 Rebel, not knowing how to use it. One of the best nights of my life. I won Harry Potter Friday 40 tickets, which means for the price of $40 versus however much they cost, hundreds, I got to have great seats to go see Harry Potter in New York with my sister. I also feel like I manifested this house that I live in right now, my dog that I have. You know, the list could go on. Oh, and as I mentioned in my last video, I'm going to the Grammys next weekend. 30,000 people applied this year and only 600 got chosen. And I really think manifestation helped me in all of these. So let's get into it. So the first thing that I strongly believe in, and the first step that you need to take, is practicing gratitude and reciting affirmations. I know this sounds so corny, and I'm not trying to blow like butterflies up your butt right now, but I swear this works. And I am not one of those people who has live, laugh, love on her walls. That ain't me. But I'm telling you, this works. And I'm actually looking at my notebook that I use for mine. I keep this by my bed. It's a super cute Bando notebook. You can use whatever you want, obviously. I like this one because it has a little date section. So every day I write a list, whatever I'm feeling that day, and the date. And it can be big things like your family, your friends, your health, but it can also be the tiniest things, like the fact that your blanket is soft or that you ate a really good meal. It can be anything. And what I've noticed is that doing this every day, it sets me up for the rest of the day. By doing it in the morning, I will notice that throughout the day, I am thinking of things to add to my gratitude list. So it keeps me in that positive mindset, which really opens up yourself to have that good energy you need to manifest things in your life. So right after I write my list of gratitude things, I also have this printed out and I keep it in the front of my notebook, and it's just a list of affirmations that have to do with success, money, love, health. So I will read one page of this each day. I'll read a couple for you right now just to give you a feel for what they're like. I'm a magnet for all the good that life has to offer. I give no power to limiting beliefs. I have everything I need to be happy right now. I am creating a wonderful future for myself right now. And that brings me to another point about this, is that you never, when you're manifesting, I think it's better to say that you're creating, or you are on this journey, or you are pursuing, instead of just saying I want, I want, I want. You act like you're already doing that thing that's going to get you what you want. You're already in that mindset. You already have it. You already have the abundance. And when you're in that mindset, that helps you get more and more and more. It's like a snowball effect. Because once it starts coming in, you realize it starts working, you have more stuff to be grateful for, and it snowballs and you keep going. I'm telling you, it works. Like, please tell me if you follow these steps and they work for you, please let me know, because I bet you will be shocked at how much this can work. So the second thing that I've done this for years, literally since I've had an iPhone, I feel like. I open up my notes app and I always have running lists of everything, like my groceries I need to get, what I'm doing on the weekend. But what has really helped me in manifesting is on that same list where I write my groceries, you know, makeup I need, I write a list of things I want to manifest. And honestly, some of them are crazy. Like, one of them be an extra in Stranger Things in a scene with Joe Keery, because I love Joe Keery. Another one is befriend Noah Centineo, or someone just like Noah Centineo. Like, I realize that sounds a little psycho, but you know what? Dream crazy big when you're putting things on that list. Oh, I have on there win $25 million in the lottery. I just randomly picked that number. Because why not? Because you can put whatever you want on that list. There's nothing stopping you. Don't feel bad about reaching for the stars. Love that S Club 7 song though. Whew, love that song. When you're writing this, there's nothing that's stopping you from aiming so big and so high when you write this list. And then you'll just have it on your notes app, and you know, it's not something you need to look at obsessively, but just open it every once in a while and remind yourself of what is on there. And obviously you can have way more sane goals. Like, one of mine right now is to reach 100 subscribers on YouTube so that I can get a custom URL. I have like 8 right now, but I know I can get through to 100 because I'm gonna manifest it. So the very last thing, and maybe the most important, is you just have to trust, have patience, and believe in the process. And I know this is like the most frustrating one, because you're like, that's not a concrete thing. That's not writing in a gratitude journal. That's not writing in my notes app. But I think it's the most important step, because you can't lose sight of where you're going with this and what you're trying to get. And if you just believe in the process and have that little bit of faith that it could work, as crazy as it seems, like, trust me, I realize I sound like a woo-woo crazy person right now saying this to you, but I wouldn't be saying it if I didn't know it works. And don't think for a second I'm saying that if you follow these steps, nothing bad is going to happen in your life. Everything's going to be rainbows and no, bad shit might still happen. But maybe more good things will happen that can crowd out the bad and make the bad not seem so bad. So I feel like I just talked 50 miles per minute, but I really am passionate about this. And again, I would love it if you tell me if these steps work for you. And maybe you come back in a year from now and say, I've done these for the past year, and oh my gosh, all these things happened. And at the time I didn't realize, but now I look back and know that maybe manifesting played a role in it. So thank you, and hopefully you can help me get to my 100 subscribers. I would love for you to be in my kind of like founding members club. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you soon.